Alright everyone, welcome back to the Crazy Crafter live stream. I am Colin Bressi, and you have found your way to the Crazy Crafter. Looks like we've got Derek and Tina joining us out there so far. Welcome Derek and Tina. As always to the stream, Derek's joining us from from work right now, hanging out. Shh, be very, very quiet. Derek's working. Yeah, I put in the chat just before we started that it's a proven fact that this live stream increases business productivity by 56.3%, which, you know, I can't scientifically prove, but I know in my heart it's true. Your boss says it might be otherwise. I think, yeah, that might be true. Tread lightly, my friend. Thanks for tuning in and supporting the channel. Hope to have it done before the Sunday stream. Here's hoping. Yeah, you're still working. Derek's working on that sewer tile. Still has a few things to work out. Adding some flocks, skulls, other trash to bury in the resin. That's really cool. Adding debris into the sewer should look really cool. Tina, I know you're on your weekend. You're on your weekend. I'm not quite there. Hanging out with you guys right now, and then we'll be heading. I have a rehearsal today. I've got a tech rehearsal where I am getting ready to stream a production of The Actor's Nightmare by Christopher Durang. We open on the 18th. On the 18th, we've got one show. We'll stream it, and we're excited. So that's pretty cool. Doing that at the University at T-Chat out here in California. So that'll be a lot of fun. I'll definitely be able to share the link with you all out there. I'll make sure I share it with you guys so you can check it out. Be fun. It's at 11:30 a.m. on Thursday of next week, Pacific Standard Time. I'm a slave now. What am I a slave to? What am I a slave to, Tina? I mean, if it's to slave to streaming, I'm here and I'm working on it. I am tired today. I did not get a lot of sleep last night. I stayed up later than I should have. And I was thinking about this build, the Duelist Diorama build, and, you know, also chatting with a fellow colleague of Michael and I, Lee Jiao, who has been doing some design work for Nat1 videos, and there may be some upcoming stuff for the Crazy Crafter live stream. Stay tuned for that. So we'll see. So I was up late chatting with him, and also prepping for today's tech rehearsal too. So it's gonna be a big day. I made a few small adjustments, trying out something new today on the stream. Can you guys see it and guess what it is? Can you guys see what I've changed or altered on the stream today? See if you guys noticed. I'm definitely a slave to the craft. Laura Elstad, we ran into each other yesterday when I was hanging out for Michael's 2,000 sub celebration, which now is a 3,000 sub celebration. We were doing the giveaway. Welcome, Laura. I saw that you subscribed yesterday. Thanks for introducing yourself. Newbie here from the joint stream from Michael yesterday. Yep, got to do dishes like the maternal goddess I am. So just listening for now. Well, Laura, that is the maternal goddess, like doing the dishes. I'm trying to get better at cleaning. I like doing dishes. Dishes is a chore that I like doing because I don't know. I didn't have a dishwasher all the time growing up, and we'd have one now and at our home, and I don't know. There's something very zen about doing dishes. So I am very thrilled that you are here, Laura. Welcome to the channel. We have a great time. Doesn't matter if you're crafting or not. It's just a great place to come hang out. So welcome. Sonder is in the house. Welcome, Sonder. How are you? I need to get your package in the mail this weekend as well. I have almost all the components. I'm waiting for one more element, and I don't want to say what that element is, but I've got a bunch of really cool minis, and I've got some threads headed your way, but the other one's a surprise, and it's not for you. It's for your adorable son. But I gotta wait for that to get in. It's not here yet. Amy strangling Colin scene. What are we talking about, Amy? No, no scenes today. I know Zane commented the other day that he really liked the pictures from the past of Amy and I working together. Well, we'll share more. We've got lots of Amy and I in action together. And there is no greater fight partner. Amy Root is amazing. She's amazing performer. Love working with her, and it was a blast having her and Edgar on the show on Wednesday. Yeah, welcome, Laura. Everyone giving some love out there to Laura. Is the Stonewall background new? Yeah, it's the frame. Derek's got it. The frame is the stone wall. It's the crafted XPS foam of one of my castle builds that I've turned into a frame. For now, I also played around with a bunch of different stuff in Canva last night, trying to mess around and create some cool new stuff for it. That's what I'm working on. A screen behind you. Yeah, the screen behind that background's kind of been there, and it used to be there, the background before the stream, or right as the stream started rather. And then we've filled the picture and since gotten rid of most of it. But times like this, that screen comes in handy. I'm still looking for different stuff. Trying to always improve the look of the stream. Kind of a fun part of the process of live streaming too, figuring out the production quality. But so far so good. Well, if those of you that are, you guys know the drill. Wednesdays and Fridays is a live streaming tutorial of my diorama making process. More of a kind of a live vlog of that process. So Laura, I know it's your first time here. Today, if you'll look to the image and you can see it on the right-hand side, is a picture from Ridley Scott's 1977 film, The Duelists. So part of a new series that I'm working on is this Fights on Foam, where I take some of my favorite sword fights from film. I'm sure I'll hit television, and I want to do theater as well. I've got a really cool idea for the first theater project, but I don't want to reveal it just yet. I think that might be one of the next upcoming builds. We'll delve into the realm of theater, and I'll reproduce a scene from one of my favorite plays. But that's what Wednesday and Friday are dedicated to, kind of just improving my diorama making skills and making these dioramas. I think there is no greater technique honer and refiner than making dioramas, because you got mini painting, you have terrain building, and today a little bit of mini sword making. I brought a mini sword with me, and I'll show it to you guys here in just a little bit, but for now, you guys can check this out. Let me bring it up here. Hold on. I want to make sure you can see it. I brought one inside today because I printed out the minis for the Duelists. Although I got to talk about that too. I had some craziness happen. That thing is super tiny. Let me see if I can get it a little closer. Woo, tiny. So we'll check out how the sword looks. This is my first one that I made with Amy's kind of tutorial and inspiration in mind. And I'm going to see how it looks scale-wise with the mini that I printed out. I'm jumping all over the place here this morning. To go back to that image, this is one of the images that I'm thinking about recreating, kind of this image, and I don't know if I'm going to do it from this angle, where I come and you see this house behind the two duelists. It's kind of cool, but there's another shot when it's flipped and it's reversed on 180 degrees and it's looking the other direction. There's a really nice tree and there's like some fog. But I don't know. I'm going back and forth. Right now, this image to my on the right hand side of the screen is what I'm kind of going for. Laura, you put in here. I almost forgot to share in the stream on Twitter. One moment, please. I gotta check the links and see if you guys are there. Yeah, I have. One of the things I need to do better at, Laura, is activating. I did such a the prep for the stream today was also me trying to figure out what was wrong with my failed prints. So that took up a little extra time today. But I definitely will, if you want, share it out there. Gotta refresh my memory saying I've seen lots of 70s movies. Yeah, The Duelist is an older one. There should be a link to the description. Or there should be a link to the first fight and this duel that I'm recreating in the link for this stream here. You can check it out. Yeah, the sword looks great, Colin. Are you talking about printed what? Printed, are you asking if I printed, what did I print? What are you asking if I printed, Tina? You're talking about the sword? The sword I made. And I want to try my hand at another little bit of sword making today. I don't know how it's going to go. I wanted to paint today. I wanted to paint the minis, but I also wanted to do a little bit of the sword stuff as well, because it should be it's fun. I like making the little swords. And soon we'll get Amy on here and she'll do a proper tutorial for everyone. I kind of used a different step with my sword, and I'll show it to you here in a second. Let me switch on over to the crafting cam for us here so you guys can see it. How's the music volume? Let me know if it's too loud. I feel like it's pretty nice, pretty chill. Should be pretty good. Alright, so here's my dude. I printed out, I wanted to print out 3 of each, right? I wanted to print out 3 of each guys just to kind of practice and test with, because I knew when I printed him, his right hand here, I noticed there's no sword. There's no sword. We're doing mini swords. Come on, focus camera. Get in there. Is it gonna do it? It's gonna focus. This little dude came out great. He came out really good. Hold on. Is it going to focus? There he is. That's better. Oh, I had it, and then I futzed it. Well, he's definitely turned out good. There he is. I love his detail. He's going to be a lot of fun to paint. I think I tried to capture the shapes of the guards here at the beginning of the fight. But I only successfully printed the guy that Harvey Keitel fights. In the picture, in the opening shot, it's the guy on the left-hand side of the picture. But his hand, if you can see there too, it's a good shot of the hand. It's closed. It's closed. How do I fit a handle in there? So one of the reasons I wanted to print out so many was to see if I could practice, like, can I get a really tiny... Can I basically hollow out the hand on this resin print? That's probably a little too gangster, and I don't think that'll work. But that's why I wanted to print extras. Anyway, the resin prints failed. I only had one successful print on each one, and each time it was this guy. So I've actually got one other extra of this little dude, and I looked at the FEP film, and if we look over here, if you go to Discord, I'll share it later, but I'll post it up in the Discord right now. You'll be able to see just how nuts the I'll put it in the random I'll put it in the share your work status so you can see it there. But my FEP film is old. I think that's why my resin prints are failing. So you can check them out in the Discord over there, and there's a link to the Discord in the description of this channel as well. Laura, if you're on Discord, you'll have to join the Crazy Crafter Discord. Drill a little hole in it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, Tina, I might try that. That might be kind of cool. But before we do all that, let's do something wild. I wanted to... Oh, you guys can see the sword. Before I get to that next stage, let me show you this. So this is not a bad reference. So this is a very small rapier, right? You guys can see the rapier held up here. Pretty cool. There we go. Yeah, I still haven't painted it. I'm gonna paint it today. I just green stuffed the handle and the pommel on here. Let me see if it comes up. Still focusing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness with all the focusing. Well, you can see most of the detail. But what I wanted to check was kind of the scale today and see how it looks in the miniature's hand. And it looks pretty good. Yeah. If I hold it up there, it's going to be kind of challenging to hold my hand here and then check the mini without without blocking everything. So let me try it again. Boop. If I rotate it, it's a little big. It's not too much bigger than the Hero Forge swords. Yeah, very challenging to get this to autofocus for you. I need a better camera setup for my crafting station. But it's pretty close. I think it's pretty close in scale. So I might try to make one just a little bit smaller today as we get later on in the stream. So that'll be fun. I can go any way. A scream behind you, Colin. Oh no, that's earlier in the day. The sword. The sword. No, I made that sword. I made the sword. Oh, that's a good thing. Share a little bit of green stuff for the handle and pommel, but then I just trimmed a safety pin. Yeah, trimmed the end of the safety pin, and I'll do that again today with this one. Boop. This is a smaller one though. This is an even smaller one, so I'll take this, a bead, and maybe a little bit of floral foil, or floral foil, foil wire, floral wire articulators, Mr. Bressy, articulators, yeah. And then I'll see if I can make one just a teeny bit smaller. I think it'd be cool. But I had trouble with Michael's link. We'll try yours and we'll get there. Yay! Oi, camera foreground, please. Yeah. The camera, always the camera, right? Well, let's take a minute here and open up. I got a new toy, or actually a couple new toys. Some new stuff is coming, so let's bust out the American scissors for Tina here, and something came in the mail. Let's see what came in the mail. Those of you that have been following the stream know that I have been trying to paint miniatures in this Fights on Foam, and it is time for an upgrade. I'm trying these. I'm gonna try a bunch of different brushes. I think I just gave it away what it is, but I'm very excited to try these out today on New Mini. Let's see here. Not sponsored by any of these things that I purchased. I read some good things about the Da Vinci. I am gonna order some Broken Toad brushes here soon because everyone has shouted them out and they get a lot of love. So we'll see. Let's see. Oh my goodness, this thing is like all fancy in here. Look at these. They're in here. Ooh, they make me feel fancy. Look at these. Ooh, they're gonna live in a bamboo thing here in a second. Look at these things. Ooh, some detail. Holy shnikes. There is some detail on these. I'm gonna pull. Can I pull this off? Oh my goodness. This is like stuck on there. Look at this. That Now that's a brush I can get behind. Look at that. That'll be fun. I'm gonna test it out. So I'll test it out today and see how they work. See how they work. And I put that little plastic thingy down, and I don't know where I went. Of course I did. Why? How could I do that and not do it any other way where I like leave the actual plastic around? I got so excited about it. It's around here somewhere. I'll find it, maybe. Yeah, we'll try some Da Vinci today, and we'll see how that goes. There it is. I found it. Yay. Okay, so this is a great opportunity to remind you guys, if you haven't done so and you are new to the channel, things that will help the channel grow. First off, everyone who's here, this is fantastic. Most of you have subscribed to the channel, turned on bell notification, but that's step number one. Subscribing to the Crazy Crafter channel. In addition to the Wednesday and Friday fights on foam, the diorama making, Sunday we do new terrain tutorials with members of the crafting community every week. So if this is your cup of tea and you want to learn from members from all around the community and share your work and share your heartaches and successes, this is the place for it. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notification, liking the video, and not just commenting in the live chat. That's a huge part of the engagement in the community. I love all the live chatting and the live stream chat, but comment on the video below. Something that maybe a takeaway from the video, something new that you've learned, maybe a suggestion for me, because I run into issues all the time. I certainly don't have all the answers, but leave a comment in the video once it's been the stream is over. That helps tremendously with helping other people find the channel and find the content. This is great. Experience from a mini painter. Don't actually need those really fine brushes. Well, what brushes do I need, Sonder? Tell me. You should have told me that before I ordered some Da Vinci brushes. What brushes do you use, brother? Let me know. Because your stuff is doing great. I'm doing the Zane thing. What's the Zane thing? I like the Zane thing. What is it? What is the Zane thing? I see what your American scissors are. Catching up. Okay, so step number one is we're gonna paint this guy up today. Okay, we're gonna paint him up, and then we're going to try to make some mini swords. That's where we're at. That's what we're gonna try to do today. I want to get to it. Okay, so step number one. Let's get some paint rocking. Yeah, let's get some paint rocking. Some brushes over here. Get some brushes on standby. What sizes do you have? I don't know what sizes they are. You make me look at the thing. They're small, medium, and large. I don't know. I'd have to look up the exact. I'll look it up here in a little bit, buddy. Because I'm sure it'll say in the description from my Amazon. Okay, so I know Laura's out there. Tackling some dishes today. Are you guys crafting? Sonder, are you still making walls? What are you up to today? Tina, are you crafting right now? Losing things. Oh yes, the Zane thing. Losing things. It's not just the Zane thing. I do it too. I lose stuff all the time. Contagious, I think, in our crafting world, huh? A little bit of water in that. Okay, let's see. I'll mix this together with this brush here first. Nice, lovely, easy day of crafting, working our way into the weekend. Speaking of the weekend and our guests, we've got a very special guest lined up for this Sunday. Very, very excited to have Tina Martins join the stream and share with us some amazing crafts and techniques that she uses. That's gonna be a lot of fun. That's gonna be a super fun time on Sunday. Looking forward to that, Tina. Cannot wait to have you on the stream. Let me try to keep the chat up here. Always crafting. Yes, and doing some investigating on student books for the next school year. Oh, nice. So you are doing a little bit of work today, brother. Doing a little bit of the work. Okay. Okay. Let's get a little bit of this paint on here. And let's... I got a bald head to paint. I mean, I guess I could have used a little bit bigger brush. But this is a good place to start. Yeah. Boop. Move this over here. Expand this out a little bit over here. Cool. I hope the music is good for you guys. Let me know. Yeah. Derek's excited about Tina for the stream. We are all excited about Tina for the stream, bro. It is going to be a blast. So I know Laura, you are currently doing dishes, but how did you get into the crafting community? And what are some of your favorite builds that you've been working on? I know you're a subscriber to Michael's channel. Have you tried any of his builds from his channel? If so, which ones? So let us know. There's a lot of paint on that brush. That's a lot of paint I just put on that one. Oh man. Get him down here. I know it's gonna be a little bit harder for you guys to see him up close, but I need to paint in the light. Okay. Oh, there goes the camera. It's trying to fall off on me. Don't fall off, camera. You're not allowed to go anywhere, camera. So I spent some time going back and forth. Oh, there's a hair. Ugh, get out of there, hair. Spent some time going back and forth on the picture and trying to create these different hand positions to really try to capture the shape that they were creating from the movie. So it's one of the cool things about being able to design the miniatures from the Diorama series is to actually like be able to paint with them, paint them as they are as best they can in the movie. I'm trying to capture that's part of the fun of the craft is, can I capture that? Can I capture that element? I think I put a little too much water in that one, but that's okay. Maybe I do this. I can always do this too. I mean, you've seen my face. You know what I look like. I'll leave it up there for a second. Laura doesn't craft at all. But there's just something so satisfying with viewing miniatures and dioramas. God complex over tiny minions, maybe. There is some. I'm glad you find it like I definitely find it relaxing too. You know, being part of the hobby and part of the craft, like it's definitely relaxing. But I just like you know, watching the content. I agree with you, Laura. Good content out there is very relaxing. How did you come across Michael's channel? Did you discover it from just the searching on YouTube? Was that how you found it? I'm curious. Because I know how you found me. You found me through Michael. And we met on the stream yesterday. Super cool that everyone showed up for that stream yesterday celebrating Michael. That was awesome. That was awesome. Doesn't have to be fine. Just needs to be painted. Because we're going to get that detail back a little bit later. He's got the neck back here. Well, so far, I like the brush. Very nice, very easy to paint with, takes paint well. Very easy to work with. Digging it so far. You know, I know Sonder was talking earlier about having... you know, you don't need fine brushes for painting, but what you do need is a brush that you feel comfortable with, right? One that you enjoy and that you like, which is super important. So I really think you know, everyone's got the thing that they enjoy and that they enjoy working with, which is pretty cool. But I'm always curious what other people are using. So Sonder, have you put it down there in the chat yet? If you did, I may have missed it. I may have to go back. Let me know. You can always send the pictures in the Discord. Woo! There we go. Chest in there. Back in the neck. Looking good. Looking good. Hands painted. Probably needs a little bit more. A little bit more on the hands. Just a little bit. Sweet. Oop. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. You like to layer in is it almost just like washing, Sonder? Is that what you're talking about? I am using the smallest brush for that. I could totally use the medium one too, but I used the smaller one. I wanted to try out the fine point. Man, there it is. I'm sipping on it, Derek. Here it is. I've been I'm dude. The Columbia Duelists is bomb. That is my favorite one. That is my favorite one of the cantrip coffee. For those of you that don't know, Derek Ludwig, who's here hanging out with us today, low key at work, roast some amazing coffee, cantrip coffee. And if you aren't familiar with it, you definitely need to head on over and check out Cantrip Coffee. Their coffee is bomb. The Columbia Duelists is one of my favorite. Material Components is really good too. This one is like, I don't know, it all has a really good flavor, but this one's just richer and bolder for me, man. I like the flavor of the Columbia Duelists. Very, very tasty. A great way to help relax on a Friday morning, getting ready for the weekend. Going back in here, Saunders saying, another tip, don't paint the color. Oh, yeah, like they're saying, like a coloring book. Think in layers. Speeds up the process. Yep, and layer in the brushes. That's when I asked you about, do you, like, wash it on? How do you go about layering your paints in? Because that's what I'm doing, too. I'm starting with this, like, base one down, then I'll layer on washes and dry brushes. What's your process like? Because I'm always fascinated, like the mini painting process. Everyone's got so many different methods. You don't need miniature paints. You don't need fancy paintbrushes. You don't. I'm always fascinated with what everyone does. And Saunders minis come out. Your minis are great. I love your minis. Go-to brush is the Winsor & Newton 7 series size 2. Ooh, the Winsor & Newton. Fancy. You're talking about fancy. That's your fan. That's a nice brush. Laura, you're saying, found Michael through the Skyrim playing Grandma Shirley Curry. Oh, nice. Who posted the recommendation of a Skyforge on YouTube yesterday? Now I am all in on both, though I have time constraints. Ah, well, I'm glad you're all in on both. Yeah, his Skyrim builds are quite amazing, Laura. He's definitely had some really good builds from Skyrim. All of Michael's builds, he's just good, just a great crafter. I love all his elements and how he does all his things that revolve around nature. Everything from stonework to, flocking, everything regarding that. It's just really good. But then his interior stuff, too, with all the magnetic boards that he worked with Tina. It's just a talented dude. But yeah, his Skyforge stuff. That first little forge that he made from Whiterun? Is it Whiterun, that first city that you come to in Skyrim? Amazing. Not really. Don't be scared to paint in areas that won't have the color purse. I do color blocking first, then refine the paint job more precise. Nice. We will have the Diorama. Oh, that's cool. I like that, Sonder. You're talking about like painting an area, like just refine it as you go. Same here. I used to get like really specific and precise. This was like, I'm getting better as I go along, but there's some messy edges on this one in here on the shirt. I'll get him. The Diorama year round now. Our distributor can get it all. That's good to hear. The Diorama is baller. Oh yeah, man. We'll shout it out. We'll shout out Cantrip Coffee. It's good, man. Happy to support you and your business, man. Especially if it's really good product. It's delicious. Thank you for keeping me caffeinated on nights when I stay up to 2 a.m. trying to make improvements on the stream. Well, that's cool, Laura. I'm glad you found Michael. I'm glad you found Not One Videos. I'm glad you found the Crazy Crafter. It's definitely a great place to hang out and a wonderful community to connect with. Okay. Yeah, Whiterun. And just for the clarity, both meant Michael and you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Laura. I think I got what you were saying. Okay. So now the real question, do I do a white shirt and then fade it with the wash, or do I do a bone color shirt and fade it with the wash? I think I'm going to do a bone colored shirt on this guy and then wash it. Give him a little bit darker. Maybe I mix it together with a little bit of white to make it a little brighter. Maybe that's what I'm going to do. Let's try that. Let's try that a little bit. You'd think I'd pull my paints out beforehand and have them all ready. Negative. I'll notify you when I'll be painting on cam and Discord. No need to dedicate a stream to that. Pickle has a ton more insight and experience, in my opinion. Well, everyone's got some valid experience and input, my friend. So I'm always down. If I'm around and you're painting minis, you have to definitely let me know when you're doing it. We'll jump on and you can show me the way, my friend. You can show me the way. Okay, let's see if I can get a little bit of this paint in here. Probably a lot of paint that I just put on there, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. Mix just a little bit of white. Just a little bit of white into it. Let's see how it goes. Jericho can push it all the way to Belgium. Yeah, you're talking about... Yeah, you should. The coffee is good, bro. Have you ever had Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee or coffee from like Blue Mountain Jamaican coffee, Derek? I know as a coffee aficionado, you probably have. Um, but I'm curious if you've had it and do you like it? Did you like the Blue Mountain? I like Blue Mountain. It's what James Bond drinks in Ian Fleming's books. He drinks Jamaican Mountain or Blue Mountain, which is roasted in the mountains of Jamaica. Bond. James Bond. Okay. Let's go with yes. Let's upgrade to a medium size for this. I might probably even go bigger with this. Let's try it. Just a little bit in there. I have, but it's way too expensive for what it is, in my opinion. It is. Same with Hawaiian coffees. Yeah, some of the Hawaiian coffee, like, I agree. It definitely can be pretty expensive. And I agree. If I had the choice of dropping $50 for a pound of Blue Mountain Jamaican for that price, I could totally get a subscription to a much more delicious coffee. Yeah. My dad was a huge fan of it. That's why I asked. He loved the Blue Mountain Jamaican coffee. So we had that quite a bit when I was in college. Not bad. Not bad. Ooh, a medium. Look at that. Covering all the bases. Yeah. Tina's suggesting a trade. Let's do a trade. Coffee for some Belgian chocolate and beers. Ooh. Ooh. Bro. that sounds like a good trade. Belgian chocolate. Yes, please. Yes, please. All of the chocolate in my mouth. So I've got a pretty good idea for the house. I'm thinking about the house in the build there. I'm thinking about making it clay. I'm thinking about using it as clay, or at least layering some clay in it, because it's like a dilapidated building. Although it may make it too heavy on one side of the diorama. I'm not sure yet. I mean, dollar store foam core would be a really, really good choice too, because it's cheap and it's light, and I don't have to, I'll be able to build quicker. But I was trying to think, like, should I do some clay? I was thinking about it. I don't know. Like, maybe layering a little bit down. We'll see. We'll see. Haven't made the choice yet. Boy, my wet palette making skills are terrible. This wet palette does not keep my paints moist. Things that I don't want to have to buy. Should be able to just make that by itself. Tina Sonder, how are you making your wet palette? I mean, I've got like the paper towels and the parchment paper down here. Just doesn't seem to keep it moist. I don't know. I dropped $50 on a pound of Jamaican. Calling 2020. It sounds like a weed deal instead of coffee. I mean, it's essentially it is caffeine is my drug of choice. So you're not wrong, Laura. You're not wrong. Doom 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 doom. I'm thinking of the Curtis Mayfield song "Pusher Man." I'm the roaster in the alley. Got some coffee. Want it in your cup? Nope, didn't work. Tried to improv and make up the Pusher Man song on the fly. It did not go well. Sponge cloth instead of kitchen paper. Oh, sponge cloth would be good. I mean, just a sponge, right? I think Tina, yeah, put a pic on the. I think Tina, have you just used a sponge in the past for yours? Derek, have you done a wet palette? I don't know if you've done a wet palette or not. You'll have to let us know. Who else is out there in the chat? Is there anyone else out there in the chat that has just been kind of stealthily chilling? If you have to, let us know. Say hello. Say hello. Say hello to us. We would love to see you. We would love to say hi. I swear, that's what I do. I put the plastic things down, guys. Put the plastic things down, and I lose them all the time. Come on, bro. Get back in there. Let's get in there. Okay, now let's bust out the medium. The medium one. Does this just need a little bit of water? Is that all I need? My kids hate that I have a song for every occasion and often alter the words. I do that to my son sometimes, Laura. My son is 4, and I'll do it to like embarrass him or make fun of him. Like, it's very, very. I love it. It makes me happy. I definitely like doing that to my son. Should have used the other brush to mix that, not the new fancy brush, but I didn't. Yeah, the shirt's looking good. Definitely a little bit of more off color. I think I'm going to highlight it with some white to make it a little bit brighter, but it doesn't matter. I want the French officer's shirt to be a little cleaner. This guy's, he's not a peasant by any means, and his status is very high, but I just want some differentiation on the minis on the stream. Or not on the stream. On the diorama. I guess they will be on the stream too, though, won't they? Oh, that's pretty watered down. I may have to go back in and add a little bit more now. Embarrassing our kids is a right and a privilege. My 2 girls are 11 and 18. my two girls are 11 going on 18 attitude, and I still oh my goodness. So one is 11 going on with an 18 attitude, and then I still a sweet 6-year-old. Aw. Well, I've got a 4-year-old who thinks he's sometimes I feel like he feels like he's 14 with the way he back talks to me with his sassiness. My sassy boy. Pretty funny. Oh, that's cool. Two girls. Man, I really wanted, we were always talked about having 2 kids. And then we had one with our work schedules, and we were like, nope, One's good. One's good. It's a lot of work. I knew it was going to be a lot of work, but it definitely was. You know, I think for me anyway, it was a lot. It's a lot to juggle. You know, especially as an actor, fight director. You know, away from rehearsal. You know, very challenging. Very challenging. We're very fortunate that you know, my mom, who's retired, helps out a lot and helped out a lot with him early on too. Very, very, very lucky. Very lucky. I totally botched that color. I think. Let me try. Let me see. Maybe I didn't botch it. Let's see. Put this one up here. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think I just biffed it. I think I biffed it too much. Yeah, too much water again. Dagnammit. That's what I do. I biff it. It's okay. Maybe just a little bit of this down on it. Okay. Just dip that in there ever so slightly. Get that in there. When I retire, I will craft. You are craft now. You craft now. Kind of want to try for a boy, but we had him pretty late, me being 36 and 40 when they were each born, and hubby 4 years older than me, so we're done in the kiddo scene. Yep. Two's good. Two's good. You got two daughters. That's super awesome. That's super awesome. I definitely kind of wanted a boy and a girl for sure. But our neighbors next door, who we've become very close with over the last, we've been here for, this will be our 5th year in this house. They have a daughter who is 2 weeks older than our son. So they are 2 weeks apart, and they've known each other since they've been 6 months old. So it's pretty much like we have a daughter. We get to send her home though. And they get, it's like she has a brother. She gets to send him home too. It works vice versa. Very, very fortunate that they've had each other during this crazy last year. The pandemic would have been very, very rough for both of them had they not had each other. So I'm glad they were able to have each other. Talking about things happening for a reason, man, just being here and getting this place alone for this last year, very, very fortunate. Not everyone as fortunate to have their neighbors with a child the same age as our child, your child, to basically stay in their own quarantine, share a bubble, essentially. Although that first couple months, we didn't let them play. They were just by them, hanging out, socially distancing on the front porch, hanging out with each other, playing, like, on prospective front porches. But, eventually, we were like, oh, okay, this is what we can do. Very, very fortunate. Wow, just painted like a crazy person over that. I'm glad I'm doing exactly what I always do in the stream, which is paint directly under my crafting cam. I'm so good at that. Stand by here. Bye! I can just have it here as well. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I need to get down inside a little bit more. And we'll get in there. So Laura, what other channels do you like watching? What do you like? What other content do you enjoy consuming to relax and watching all the have you found where the gnomes live? Have you found where the gnomes live? That's important. If you have not found that channel, you need to go check out where the gnomes live. That's one of my favorite channels. She is amazing. God, what is her name? I've emailed her and I'm trying to get her on the show. I'm trying to get her on the stream. She's amazing. Anyone got some advice on foliage and flocking? No grandkids. We'll get to your flocking here in a second. Tina's talking about no grandkids, so all the time to myself right now anyway. That's nice. That's lovely. Craft even more. Well, when the grandkids come, Tina, you can craft with the grandkids. How amazing will that be? That'll be pretty amazing. Bloody everything. I fear overdoing it, and unlike painting, you cannot redo flocking or foliage. What are you what are you flocking? Is it ruins? Is it foliage? Like, what are you working on right now? What are you working on? Start with putting on some glue where you want, add some flocking, don't overdo it. Yeah, layer it small, right? Start small, Tina's right. It's wonderful. Laura's saying it's wonderful. Our neighbors have a boy, my oldest age, and girl, my youngest, plus a newer baby girl around 2 years old. But they haven't played often during the pandemic because we got to go zero risk. Yep. We actually just our son. This is a very big our son has struggled with online school for the entire time, and it's been very, very rough on him. And we actually just sent him back. This is his second full week back, and we've had zero cases at his school, and there's a lot of really great precautions at smaller class sizes, and he's in preschool, and it's a private school, so it's a smaller campus. It may be very different if this would, public school wouldn't be back yet. They're still closed. Since then, the kids haven't played with each other, so but Sundays, I think we're gonna reserve to try to get them to play, because a couple days after, we may let them play outside together, and still have a little bit of distance. But that's got to take care of people, because our household now, with the exception of my wife, who's had her first vaccine, everyone else is fully vaccinated. My mom is vaccinated. I got vaccinated as a teacher. Very fortunate from that. My wife works in the education field too, so she's on her way now too. Very, very fortunate. But again, even then, still, like I said, zero, trying to keep it as safe as possible, Laura. Have to. I have all the gaming channels, too many to keep track, over 30. Wow. Thankfully, they all don't post regularly. Oh, no. Then there's me, where I live stream. But that's what's cool about the live stream, is even if you can't make it, you can always just pop back in the stream later. Or, hang out for however long you can during the stream. Thankfully, they don't all post regularly. Most simulation, RPG, adventure, building element games. That's cool. If you aren't familiar with... dude, there's so many. Things that we could introduce you to. There's Zane Morgan Crafts. There's Atmoseeker. There's a lot of really cool stuff out there that people are posting. The Cave of Crafting, if you have a TikTok, that's really dope. Richard Smith, welcome to the stream, brother. How are you? Welcome. Just painting away here. Thinking about painting a mini sword here in a second. Gonna be tackling this little thing and try to paint that up. We'll see how that goes. I think I've got almost this whole shirt. What else do I need? Oh, it's looking good. I need pants. What color are his pants, guys? Let me go back to the opening shot. Oh, he's got like an even lighter tan pants. Jabus. Jabus. Okay. He's got kind of darker hair too. Darker hair as well. Okay, well let's paint. I should be able to paint this dude's boots and stuff up here pretty quick. Looking good. Looking good so far. I like the shirt. Like the shirt. Come on, camera. Nope. Instahand doesn't work for me. Only works for Amy. And her long-term for elderly. Yeah. Yep. Making sure it taking care of everyone. That's important. Check the crazy master messenger, Tina. Oh, cool. I'm posting stuff over in the messenger there too. Yeah, that's kind of the reasoning for us too, making sure that the kids don't necessarily play with each other right now because you know, they want any exposure to her grandparents. Yeah, we gotta make sure we stay safe, take care of each other. Richard, what are you working on tonight? What are you doing? You hanging out? What's going on? What are you crafting? You just coming and hanging out? We're getting ready to transition over and make some. Oh, that's gray primer. That's not gonna work. Good thing I checked that. Some mithril silver on it. That one might work. I'm getting ready to make try to dabble in some small sword making here. Be kind of fun. Paint this one up and then see what else I can come up with. Whoa! Oh, was that bronze? I don't want bronze. Dang it! I thought that was the chocolate brown. It was not the chocolate brown. Here, it's the chocolate brown. Well, maybe my sword pommel becomes bronze now. Oh my goodness, this brown is getting funky. It's getting funky. Let's mix a little bit of the water and this lighter color together. Just a little bit more. We'll mix that together here. Yeah, let's try that as the brown. Okay, coming in with the brown. What do you guys think of the music? I mixed up the music this week a little bit. Hoping you're digging the music. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. This next series on the Fights on Foam is going to be a good one. I'm excited to see how the tiny swords come out and how those pair up with the minis. That's going to be fun. A little bit of a tan. A bit of a tan on there. A little bit watered down. You're not hearing any music? How about there? Sound check, mic check, test the levels. Some black boots. Just got in from walking the dogs. Nice. So be working on some, making some tea. Did have a play with the airbrush earlier, but wasn't terribly successful. Haha. What were you airbrushing? Oh, yeah. Yep. Not hearing me. Can you hear the music? Hey, Zane, we see you. Hey there. There we go. Can't always give the Helldrake another bath. It came off eBay and was a little beaten up, so it could take a toothbrush to it and just reprime. I see. Working on a Helldrake. All good, Laura. All good. We're thrilled and happy to have you. Hey, Zane. Thanks for joining us, Zane. A walk with the dogs. That sounds lovely. A walk with the dogs, indeed. Yes, please. Just a little bit of that. Just a little bit mixed in. I feel like I've mixed it in a lot. A little bit more. Laura, I see that you're saying you're out here in Los Angeles. That's where we are too. We're very close to Los Angeles as well. Are you from here in California? Are you from here in California, or did you grow up elsewhere? So, really quiet, Colin. I have to be quiet. Shh, sorry. Yeah, I stayed at home. Think of the movie To America. Came to Ronry. Lunch break. What's for lunch, dude? What are you making for lunch? What'd you make? What did you make? What's for lunch? That's a good question for me. What's for lunch? I don't even know. I don't even know yet. I forgot this dude's ears within these giant mutton chops too. Okay. Guy's got some mutton chops now. That's good. He's got some mutton chops. Amy Root. Oh, it's 1:10. I think she woke up. Love you. Don't fly out here and destroy me. Healthy, hearty, McDonald's. What'd you get from McDonald's? Oh, Zane. Everything a growing boy needs. Oh no. Taco Bell. Ooh, Taco Bell sounds good. So when I dropped my son off this morning, my mom ran with me, and she came with me to drop him off, and then we ran over to Trader Joe's to go do a little grocery shopping, and she found some jicama wraps. So we're gonna try out some tacos. Maybe we should try out some tacos with a jicama wrap today. McDouble. I have no shame about my sleep patterns. I stayed up way too late last night. I can't do that. I'm an old man now. I can't do that anymore. Yeah. There it is. Black. That's a good color for boots. Haven't been inside a McDonald's since I was a kid. BK dropped that Impossible Bad Boy last year, and it was crazy being inside one of those again. Oh my goodness. We're talking about Burger King. Is that what you're talking about there, Derek? BK, Burger King. The Burger King. How is the Impossible one? I haven't had it yet. I haven't tried it. Is it good? Yeah, Taco Bell did just get potatoes back. That's important. For those of us that are Taco Bell fans, the potatoes are pretty bomb. And when they got rid of them, I thought there was going to be a revolt. Zane's saying he liked the Impossible Burger. Amy, have you tried the Impossible Burger? Have you had an Impossible Burger? I have not. Tina, everyone out there, have you tried the Impossible Burger? Impossible. So I still have to print. I got to change the FEP film. I got to change the FEP film and see if I can't paint a mini this weekend. I'm going to see if my son wants to craft with me this weekend. Maybe he'll want to do a little bit of mini painting. I have a bunch of minis for him he could paint, but I don't know if he's going to want to. We will see. We will see how he feels. We'll take a break here in just a second, and we'll go on over. Once I get these boots painted, we'll head on over to the Discord, and we'll check out everyone's work in progress. My favorite time of the stream. WIP. Completed works too, but definitely some works in progress. Y'all are got some really, really cool projects in the works. I'm a coffee, but no food yet. Oh my goodness. No food yet. Gotta eat. You gotta eat. I do that sometimes where I'm just like, I forget to like do breakfast. Breakfast is a really important meal for me. That definitely sets my tone and hunger and mood for the day. Like I definitely do better if I have breakfast. 100%. 100%. Okay. This is, bring it up so you can see it. Got the base coat on him. It's looking pretty good. Not too shabby. I like the pants. I like the boots. I like he's coming together. Pretty good on that. get this guy dried off. Oh man, put a lot of black on that brush. I mean, it is black, and it does absorb quite a bit. Did I put that back in the box? I did. Good. I ordered some brush conditioner too for my brushes to try to preserve the length and life of them a little bit more. Let's see. Stupid autocorrect. Just realized coffee. Good job with the fixing. Don't judge my pudge. Give me a real one because that will destroy me. I'm a vegan junk food nut, so I'm on board with the Impossible Burger big time. Nice. I gotta try. Is it still there or is it gone? Impossible Burger is what we'd call a Rebel Burger over here. And you think about printing getting in my head. Brunch is delicious. The Rebel Burger is fantastic. Oh, nice. I was vegan when I met hubby until I got pregnant, prego, and then worried about nutrition for the bambino and converted me back to carnivore. Oh. The Rebel is the vegan burger BK outside the U.S. Gotcha. I need to try it. I mean, I like a good garden burger, veggie burger. Veggie burgers are good. I like veggie burgers. I'm excited to try this jicama wrap today. It is not Impossible meat though. It is definitely ground beef that is in there. But I'm excited to try the jicama wrap. New taco shell experience. Should be pretty good. I'm thinking about maybe throwing a little chili and lime on the base of the wrap that I put it in. That would be pretty good. Spice it up a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. Here we go, Amy Root. We're gonna do this. You ready? Ooh, almost dabbed myself. I want to paint this guy up. See my little green stuff handle and pommel? I'm gonna try to paint that up, see what it looks like. Oh, I guess I could. What kind of handle should it have? I think it should have a blue handle. It should have a blue handle, and I've got this bronze down here with this pommel. Let's pop this thing with some color, okay? This will be a blue. Impossible Burger status. That would be who'd have thunk that would be the theme for today's chat. Pretty wild. Pretty wild. Love it. Okay, let's do a little bit of paint on this. And let's paint a sword handle. My janky sword handle. I'm all quiet over here because I'm like concentrating on this tiny little sword. Lee Jiao. What's up, Lee Jiao? I was talking about you earlier. I haven't given anything away. I've just merely hinted that perhaps some new stuff is on the way. Lee Jiao is a buddy of Michael and I, and Lee has been very, very gracious in helping out with some of That One Video's logos and designs, and we were brainstorming. That's one of the reasons I was up so late. I was up late brainstorming with Lee about some new designs, and he's come up with some pretty cool stuff. So I'm excited to share that with you guys when the time is right. It'll be fun. It's looking good, brother. Hope you're doing well. Oh, you don't need to worry about that. You were up. I know what you were doing. You were busy. You do not need to apologize. All right, using this bronze to paint this pommel on this tiny sword. Hey, Root, the scale on this looks pretty good. So even at this scale, I don't know mine. I don't know if mine's. I think my rapier is smaller than yours. It might be, but we'll check it out right now. Can you measure from pommel to point on your rapier? How big is the rapier? How big is the rapier? That is my question. What did I do with my ruler? I don't know what I did with my ruler. I was gonna measure it in centimeters, but I don't have it. Vegans that kick off about their food touching me is annoying. If you feel that way, you probably shouldn't even walk outside of a BK. Or walk inside of a BK. Yeah, that's a good point. I feel like it might have touched some meat. Anyway. Little blue handle. I'm gonna wash it and it'll darken it up, so it'll dull that paint job up a little bit, and it's gonna add some more texture to it. But right now, pretty good. So this is what it looks like. 1 inch. Oh, wow. So yours is smaller. Mine is just over just over an inch. Just over an inch is mine, right? Here it is right here, measured up. Can I see it here a little bit better? Pretty close. Pretty close. Right here. Yep. Thanks, man. It's looking good, Derek. I think it's looking good. So check this out, Root. Here is, and everyone else can check this out too. I mean, it's not just Amy, but you can see. Now, if I can position this correctly so you can see kind of the scale, what's the best way? Maybe the point? The handle is too thick. But it's pretty close. It's really blurry. I'm trying the Instagram hand, but this is pushing all of the barriers and boundaries right now. Too many things to focus on. It's pretty close. It's pretty close. The sword looks great. What is Hush you, Zane. What did Zane say? What did he say? What did Zane say? That sword looks great. I don't know why you're hushing Zane. What did he do? Zane, what did you do? What did you do? Okay. Let's take a look at the Discord here. Let's pop on over to the Discord and see everyone's work. I'll come back for this because I want to come back. Hello! I'm back. I merely laughed at Laura. Oh, Zane is a saint. Zane is a saint. Let's scroll back here. Let's see where we are. Oh, yeah, this is some cool stuff. Oh, yes. If you guys haven't seen it, you guys 100% need to check out the latest video from Michael over at Nat1 Videos. The Skyforge from Skyrim is a great build. That mini right here traveled all the way from California. And it turned out great. He did a great job painting it, so it looks good. And head on over and check it out if you haven't seen it. Okay. Heading down here to Miller. Miller, was this back any further? Maybe it was, oh, we'll take these up. This is from a couple days ago. We'll look at the silver and gold. Since we're talking about tiny swords, these are looking really, really good, Root. I love the silver on there and the gold. The twisted wires looking quite nice. Love those Queon that you're getting on there. That twisted effect in comparison to the handle looks really, really good. That actually might be the way to go, because on mine, Root, the handle is green stuffed. Very, very, very. It's a little thicker. I definitely made the handle too thick. So your route of wrapping the needle all the way through might be a great idea to try today. That looks looking good. Was there anything further back? Oh, this was the mini that Tina painted. She entered a contest. I love that purple and the green on there. That's looking good. Super dope. We'll go on down here. Miller. Check out Miller's car. He's doing the Nux car from Mad Max Fury Road. Witness me! Amy will know. Amy will know what that means. This is cool. There's like a whole Gasland series of like tabletop kit bashing for Hot Wheels cars. I know this isn't a Hot Wheels car, but it's pretty cool. I'm really digging this model. Miller, we're gonna have to get you on here and talk about how you built this. It looks like you're kit bashing this together, but that's looking super cool. Love it. All the detail inside, from the wheel to the little bobbly skull head. It's just amazing. It's gonna look really cool. I'm excited to see how he distresses it. And then look, he's even got Nux written on the pedal here. Look at the little... All of it's looking really cool. I live, I die again. So cool. I'm doing that thing, Root, where I scroll too fast through it. Let me go back and click and let you live there for a second. Man, it looks cool. I'm digging how that's going to look all rusted and painted up. It's going to be cool. One more time with the shifter and Nux. Love the little beak inside here. So cool. It's so cool, right? That pedal is legit. That pedal is legit. Derek, thanks for hanging out, brother. We'll see you soon. Awesome. Let's see what else we got on the Discord here. Scrolling down. This is the Sun Snowgoot. I hope I'm saying that right. Oh, look at these dudes. They're the jetpacks on. Ha ha! That looks great. Look at these guys. These little jetpacks on, rolling around out there. Super cool. Super cool. Love the way these are looking. I like all the color. I like I love the models. The models themselves, wherever you got them from, are great. Flying orcs with this awesome blade here. He's got like a cudgel gun in each gun and some sort of melee weapon in each hand. The only way to roll in tabletop gaming. Yes. So I wanted to show you guys out here. Derek is saying 3,000 questions for Tina. You're gonna need, there's so many questions to ask her, right? So many awesome things to pick the brain of Tina. Don't miss Sunday stream at 10 a.m. with Tina Martin's coming on the stream. Okay, let's check out. Here's my FEP film, Zane, and everyone else. It's been about 6 months since I've changed it. I think it needs a little love, and by love, I think it needs to be changed. It's a little. It may be time for a change. Yep, there it is. Very, very, very scratchy. All that stuff could definitely prevent my stuff from printing successfully. So, gotta change the FEP film and see if I can print up some minis here. Sponge cloth for the wet palette. See, maybe that's what I need to try. I was talking about this earlier in the stream about using a wet palette for painting the miniatures, and this is the sponge cloth. I think both Sonder and Tina were talking about. Yep. Don't know what this means, but you should always listen. Yep. Follow the stream, Amy. Stream? What is it today? Oh, good God. Didn't jump to Sunday all of a sudden. Amy forgot what day it was. Friday stream, my dear. A new little piece for an old project. Look at this. Love this. This is the round build you're coming up with, Tina. Now, did you remove the center? This was, Tina, you had a circle backing. Did you just build around that? Use that as like a template to get your round stones glued in place and then remove that? Is that what you did? Or am I tripping? That's looking great. All this is amazing. Going back. I'm giving this my patented crazy crafter response. Rock on. Yeah, the FEP film. Everyone's like, FEP film? No way. Yeah, the Nux car is amazing. Love it. Oh wait, I loved it already. I loved that one already. Cool. Good work, y'all. Really good work that y'all are sharing. Hey, Carl from Carl Makes Stuff. Welcome, brother. Great to have you join us on the stream. Let's see. Still have fine tune, Sander. Hit the bell notification. Don't miss Tina. It's true. It's true. This is a great time to remind you all, if you have not done so, please be sure to subscribe to the Crazy Crafter channel. Turn on that bell notification so you know when we go live, which is every Wednesday and Friday and Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Live stream on Wednesday and Fridays, crafting some dioramas, live streaming that process. Today we're working on the miniatures, painting those up, and then we'll also be working on some terrain next week. Next week we're gonna finish it up. That's the goal. Try to finish it in 2 weeks with them. It's bold and ambitious, but should be doable. Especially with a little bit of prep, painting the minis and getting the minis ready to go for next week. And the mini swords too. Speaking of mini swords, let's go on back to this over here. Thanks for sharing your work, y'all. Love it. So here's my mini sword. Here's my mini S-word. Can I get it to like hold up here? If it's like down here, maybe that's better. The sword is pretty big. Oh shoot, I got it. There it is. I mean, his sword would be a little more even. It would be a little more horizontal. But that's kind of the scale. I'm not saying this would be his sword. This is just the one that I had up there. It's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty. It's not a bad scale, and I think Amy's are even smaller. Amy, if I can get it down to an inch here, I might be able to have something to write home about. Okay. Well, real quick, I can't leave that sword unattended. I want to do one quick thing with it. I want to throw a quick wash on it. Let's throw a quick wash on it here. Put that guy right there. Put that right there. little bit of washy wash. Okay, we'll wash. We'll wash the handle. Kind of dull it up a little bit. Helped a little bit. Muted the color just a titch, but I like that color on the sword handle. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. I'll say it again, his hand isn't big enough for that girth. I know. I know. That's why I'm thinking I can't. This was, again, remember, this was just the test rapier. This was more of just like, I knew we were headed down this diorama road, and I wanted to, you know, rekindle our playful banter and discussion about about making tiny swords. And this is the one that I sent to you that sent you down Tiny Sword Road. And now here you are 2 weeks later with your entire armory. But I wanted to check, and I think you're 100% right. The handle width is just too wide. It's too wide. I gotta switch to a smaller one. So we'll set this aside. We'll set these paints aside here. We'll set our guy aside. I don't remember his name. Amy, do you remember his name in the movie? The guy that Harvey Keitel fights? I can't remember his character name. I know he's like some sort of magistrate, or he's related to some governor of the town or wherever that they're in. I do want to know what you made the Queons with. A thicker wire? I'll show you what I made it with. I just put the tiny sword down and it's easy to lose. So I did a little bit of kind of the twisting element that you did with yours. I'll take a picture and I'll throw it up on the Discord so I can get a little bit better picture of it. Come on. Yeah, mine's not nearly as pretty as Amy's, but it is a thicker wire. If I just set it down, do that. It's like so tiny. I just took some floral wrap or floral wire and I wrapped it together and I twisted the two wires together and then bent them opposing after I got it twisted. No lost swords, eh? Well, I don't have pin cushions around, but I do have plenty of foam. Boop. There we go. Good call on the pin cushion. I was like, oh yeah, I have foam. So yeah, just floral wire. Poor bastard number one. Yeah, what gauge is that Queon wire? What gauge is it? Very thin gauge floral wire. I don't know, but it's very, very thin. Here, what gauge do you think that is? It's very, very thin. Very thin. Okay, I want to take a couple of things here and see if I can't make another little sword hilt. Now this is a different one. This is a little bit bigger dish hilt. This is a little bit bigger one. I'm gonna pick out a couple ones, a couple different types here. Ooh, this is a tiny one. This is a tiny one. I like this. I may need a bead of hot glue to bed it and feed it through, but I really like how small it, like, look in the comparison here. I'm going to do this a couple of times with you guys, but they're very tiny. I really like this one and how tiny this one is. Maybe I'll try that one. Is there any other small ones in here that I have? Probably is the answer. Hold on. Let me dip off. Is this a different one? Holy shnikes! This one is a different one. This is an even smaller one. Whew. Okay. We have options for the small sword hilts here. That's great. That's great. Whoops. 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 Hold on. Before I spill my beads everywhere, just bring it over here. These are the beads I'm pulling from right here. I think that's probably the best. Those are the best options for now. Oh, no. I think this is very similar to the one that I had you work with the other day, Root. Ugh. Get out of there. Get out of there, tiny bee. Just lick my hand to pull that thing out of there. Issue with trying to get your Discord as Michael's. Clicking the link sends me to OG that offers me to download Discord, but I already have installed on my phone. Let me try this. We can do this. Here you go, Laura. Oop. That should do it. Put it in the chat. Okay. Let's try to make a sword. I'm going to try and pull off this right here. Bend that back from 1 inch in length. Okay, that's about 1 inch. Let's see what happens when I snip this down low. Okay. There's my blade. Save this for later. There's my blade right in there. Oh, YouTube. Thanks for mangling the description. Yay! It worked, Laura. Great. Welcome to the Crazy Crafter Discord. Alright. So, super glue or hot glue. You know, I haven't really used hot glue for this build ever. Do I have super glue? I do. I have it here. Super glue is kind of the jam and the way to go. I wonder if I should wrap it first. No, I gotta get the hilt on first. Look at this tiny thing. Hold on. This is the tiniest thing ever. Woohoo! Tiny sword. Safety pin, right? Safety pin. Are you using needles, Amy? Are you using needles or are you using safety pins? What are you using? I can't remember. Right? Tiny sword on there. And then we'll wrap it. Oh, snap. We're doing it. We're doing it. You want me to wrap it first and cup last, huh? All right. Let me... I wonder how much wire I'm going to need for this. Let's just get this. It's probably an exorbitant amount of wire that I'm going to need for that. Okay. See, this might... Do you use super glue when you wrap the wire, Amy? Or do you just wrap it with... Like, how do you wrap it? That's my question at this stage. Sorry for confusing. Point it down for a moment at the beginning to allow that glue to sink in, and then turn the point up so it doesn't bleed the entire cup. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, Li Jiao, we're excited. Wrap first. We're excited to see that. He didn't see any of my pointers, pun intended. Haha. Wait, what are the pointers? You want me to wrap first, but do you use super glue on the handle to wrap first? Do you lay it down? How do you do it? How do you do it? Because right now, this was my experience with this very thin floral wire, was wrapping it, right? Wrapping it was definitely gangster. I'm wrapping it like a madman right now. It's all mangled. See, I didn't do this before. That's why I used the green stuff, because I was like, F this noise. I mean, it's not a terrible thing to use the green stuff. I just have to get it super, super thin. What I really wanted to do was use the green stuff, Amy, to lay down and embed wire within it. Oh, welcome, brother. Welcome, Nat One Videos. No worries. Glad to have you, my friend. See above for gluing the bead cap. I don't have a bead cap. I don't use a bead cap. Wrap around, make the shape and height you want. Clip it, slide it up the pin, put glue on the base of the pin. Slide wrap back down over it. That's one thing I didn't get, was like little tiny pliers to work this with right now. Yeah, so are you saying you use wrap around, make the shape and height you want it, and slide the pin, slide it up the pin. Whatever the cup hilt is, which is a bead cap for me. I see. You want me to see above? I gotta go back up, is what I'm seeing. Put the bead of super glue on the forte of the blade. Slide the cup onto it. Then hold it in position for 15 seconds. The glue will fill the hole afterwards. Okay. Putting it on the forte of the blade. Do you slide it from the pommel side or the point side down onto it? Oh, I thought you were talking about the pommel. My apologies, my dear. It is a bead cap. I now know what you're talking about. It is totally a bead cap. I thought you were talking about the pommel. It's because I hadn't read your pointers earlier. Your script was perfect, darling. I just didn't read it. I missed it. If I put my hand in the right hand corner, you think it'll scare my face less often? You might be right. Are you saying something along the lines, dear friend, like this? I moved. Shoom, shoom. Everything I do is from the point side because my pommel is fixed. Oh, that's true. Your pommel is fixed. Okay. Well, let's try it. Oh, that is a large bead of super glue. I did not need that large of a bead. Time to super glue my hands together. Oh, I almost dropped that bead. Dude, I'm totally super gluing this thing to my hands. Okay. Holding it. Very tiny. Making tiny swords with the help of Amy Root. Trying to instruct me with her method over live chat. Oh yeah, yeah, I don't got a toothpick. It's gonna be hands. It's gonna be hands because I'm gangster like that. I'm gangster like that, and by gangster I mean I forgot a toothpick. I should have it in my little crafting cart over here. Oh, what was that super glue smell? As I took a big old whiff of coffee. I almost put my elbow in that super glue too. Oh, just adjust just a little bit. Yep. Oh, the end of this is bent just a little bit. Bend this back. Straighter. Almost there. Almost glued. Look at that. Ah! Glued on the sword point. Oh. Just sand that off a little bit. Very, very tiny. But it's there. Oh, you know what coffee I'm drinking. I'm drinking my cantrip coffee, bro. I'm drinking my cantrip coffee. It's the Columbia Duelists roast. It's very, very good. Derek was stopped by earlier. Was hanging out. Okay. Right. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about with a toothpick. Okay. So now the wrap. How do you wrap it, Amy? Do you have a set of pliers? Do you just hand wrap it? How do you wrap it? You just stick it in the little pin cushion and then go to town? How does that work? How does that work? How do you wrap it? Also, at a pin with no pommel, I would probably attach the pommel first, then let it dry. Yeah. I was thinking about that too. It's probably not a bad idea, but I don't really have anything pommel sized. I don't really have anything pommel sized to attach to it. I mean, my thought was this. Here's what I was gonna do. I wanted to experiment. I want to do the wire wrap, but we're gonna do wire wrap when you come on the show. So I can always do the wire wrap later. I wanted to try my hand at mixing a little bit more green stuff. Okay. I'm going to mix it together. I do not need a lot for this. But I wanted to make a little pommel. I wanted to make a little handle. Don't attach pommel and cup. That will be a nightmare. Well, you're 100% correct. I'm gonna green stuff this one. That's what I'm gonna do with this one. I'm gonna green stuff it a little bit, and then once we go from there, I want the next. Basically, what are you doing next week? Come back on Wednesday. Come back on Wednesday, and we'll do the wire wrap. I'll finally maybe get some beads that, or where the pommel is attached all at once. I don't know. I gotta brainstorm and figure something out. But if you want to come on the stream again next Wednesday, come on the stream and we'll wire wrap. We'll have another day of wire wrapping, and then I'll make some terrain. Ooh, thanks Lee Jiao. Thanks for I like the music. I attached the cup first. I did, because I'm a gangster. I'm not listening to the script, am I? I'm sorry, Amy. Amy's losing her mind on me right now. She's like, Colin. That's what I do. Sorry, Root. Sorry, Root. A little bit of water to work with the green stuff here. I'm going to make a very, very, very tiny handle. And then I'm going to make a very tiny pommel. I wonder if I can feed. Just going to keep threading it away here. Right, put the green stuff up here. Okay. Following a live chat is a very hard way to learn. This is true. This is very true. Okay. Got that on there. Even that's too thick. That's going to be a thick handle. Wow, it's not very much green stuff at all on this handle. Let's add that back down to the bottom. Very, very thin. Very, very thin piece that I am. This is going to be too thick for the handle, I think. Very thin piece, but it's going to work. I'm going to get it. Yay! Welcome to the end of the stream, Night Train. I'm currently trying to make a handle for a tiny sword. Keep adding a little bit of water to the green stuff to work it. Is that thin enough? Can go even thinner. Can go even thinner. Trying to get it as thin as possible here before I add on the handle. Problem is, by the time I get it thinned out, I just need to do this just quicker. Put a little bit of water on here. Boop. Wet my hands a little bit. There we go. That's the way to do that. Okay. snap. Something else you could do with the green stuff. I think I need to take it out of this, embed it like thusly. The problem at this stage is it's sticking. It's so sticky. I keep rubbing it. I like need to keep the hands on there. Like we said, learning new stuff on the stream. See if I can get this a little bit closer for you guys. I know this is very, very tiny, very, very like small work, but this handle is definitely smaller, and now I'm just shaping it up on here. This is what I should have done all along. Okay. Very thin handle. Thinner than the other one by comparison, right? Here, let's pour green stuff up here. Right. Getting smaller. Right? Are you talking about detailing the handle? Well, here's my thought on the Queon right now. Check this out. Take another little bit. I don't know how this is gonna work, but it's gonna be very, very small. Smaller pommel. Dang. Even smaller pommel. Okay. There's like no chat on my end because I'm so like enamored with this build right now. I'm so quiet. Put a little water in here. I'm dipping water and I'm putting on the green stuff so I can mold it so it doesn't stick to my hands as much when I go to do finer detail work on it. But now, dang it. Come on. Pommel. I gotta look at the pommel. It's slightly off center, so I gotta wet my hand just a titch to move that pommel. Shape it on there so it's straight-ish. So trying something a little different this road. But all the detail work is so much harder if you attach the cup first. True. It's true. Okay. Now, the world's tiniest Queon, just one on each side, out on the cup hilt. I think. Okay, even that's probably a little too big. I just put it down on there. So I've got this little tiny piece right here. Even that's probably going to be too big. Yep. can half it. That's what's so crazy about it. Why can't you believe that? I'm trying. I've never done it before. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I'm trying. Two. Where'd that other little piece of green stuff go? I had it. Yep. Yep. It went somewhere. It went somewhere. It's coming. It's coming. Almost done with it. I've got a little bit extra time on the stream today. I don't have to rush away just yet. Cut off a little piece of this. Bring that down. Where did it drop? I just dropped it. I made it and I dropped it. Oh, it's right here. It tried to attach to other green stuff. It fell down in one of the little pinholes. Come on. Come on. Come on, little dude. Stand by. I know what I can do. I know what I can do. When he's got up on the throes of creative passion. He did kind of hey Amy, but then he got lost in the process and forgot to check that to follow the chat instruction. Yeah, I mean, I also kind of went down the other rabbit hole of like just trying to green stuff it. That's where I went down. I do that. Let's get lost in a tangent, go down the rabbit hole. It's easy to do. Especially for me. Squirrel! It's gonna be fine. Okay. I mean, this is the first time I've tried to make a tiny sword with green stuff. Too long on that side. Dang it. This is too long. Okay. The problem is that it gets sticky. You gotta like basically keep dipping your tools in water so it doesn't stick. Ah, like it is done. What's up, Cross? We'll see you out there. I would have just purchased one from you, Amy. It's probably what I should have done. But I also like making it. You gotta try to make it. You gotta try to make it a little bit. Let's do this. Let's have a little bit of water. We'll dip the tweezers in the water. We'll dip the X-Acto in some water. And let's see if this works. So close. It's so close. It's very close. Move it there. Oh, did I mess up the bell? Probably. Mess up the little cup hill. But it's close. It's close. One last little bit. One last little bit, guys. Almost there. We're with me on the journey. Oh, Vaseline or hand lotion, good for sculpting. That's cool, Carl. I didn't know that. I didn't even think about that. Amy Root's making jokes. Phrasing still a thing? It certainly can be a thing. 100% can be a thing, Amy. Okay. Vaseline. I need to lube up, is what Carl is saying before I go down this road. That's what I believe, exactly what Carl was trying to say. Time to lube up. Oh man, this is a gangster portion. Okay, I'm not even showing you this. I need to show you this. So I'm trying to make the knuckle bow now, the Knuckle Guard. Again, starting with too much green stuff and then whittling it away is the way I'm going right now. Okay. Oh man, that is tiny. Okay. Roll this out. This is where it's about to get gangster. I mean, it's been gangster this whole time, but it just sticks to the hand. I wonder if super glue would be the way I should attach it here. Maybe hot glue. I'm just kidding. Oh, I fucked up. I fucked it up. I gotta start over with it. I mean, this is what's cool. I've never seen anyone make swords this as tiny as like Amy has made them before. I'm sure there's someone out there that's done it, but Amy's tiny swords are the tiniest things I've ever seen. They're amazing. So let's take this little piece. Let's get it on there. Come on. Come on. It's flattening. I guess flattening it out is not going to be a bad thing. So hard. It has to be like the perfect consistency, or the perfect like dampness to like release from the tool, and if you miss it, it's very hard. You know, the other part I could do is this. I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll it out. Okay, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to roll it out, and I can attach it in stages. I can let the green stuff dry. I can roll it out, and then roll it to my desired shape, like thus, right? Oh, come on, it got stuck under my nail. So I basically have, let me show you. A really tiny knuckle guard, okay? I'm gonna let it dry in this state. I'm gonna push it off onto, fuck. Very, very nuts the way I'm trying it, I think. I think the wire wrap is definitely easier than sculpting it. I know it will be, but I want to try sculpting it. Okay. Oh my god. It just fell off the foam. Ah! Where did it go? Oh my goodness. Do you use a magnifying glass, Root? You just use those eagle eyes. I dropped the knuckle guard. It is gone somewhere. Gosh darn it. Well, good thing I have another one over here on backup. I can curve it a little bit. Cut just a little bit of that one off. Later, Sonder. Have a good one. Everyone's like, peace out. we're not going down this rabbit hole. Thanks for hanging out today, Sonder. Okay. Now I've got... I need to cut that in half again. Too big. Too big. Rolling out another one. One more. This is the one. Now we will curve it ever so slightly. Got it. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to let this dry, and then I will shape. Well, not shape, but I'm going to let it dry, and then once it's dried, I think I can glue it on easier. I think. But I'm going to let it dry. We're gonna see how it goes. And from there, come on, Knuckle Guard, chill out. Get down there. All right. Okay. So I'm going to let that Knuckle Guard dry, that little tiny one. Boop, right there. And then we'll add it on to that tiny sword. And I think that's where we'll start. But I'm going to let it dry for a little bit first, and we'll see how it goes. All right. That was awesome. Put Vaseline on a pin, sculpt the Knuckle Guard around the pin, and leave it. It should pull off when it dries. Oh, that's good. Next. See, this is all good stuff. This is why we're trying it now. Because then I get to learn some new techniques, and from there, I'll be able to employ them hopefully the next time. So Vaseline. I need some Vaseline for the next sculpting session. All right, pretty good progress for today. Making a tiny sword, yeah, making a tiny sword over here. Testing out the first one. Scale is a little big, definitely a little big with the handle, but that's okay. Can make it a little bit smaller. I definitely think the wire wrap is the way to go if you're sculpting. Although, maybe the Vaseline makes all the difference in the world too. That might help. Amy's saying her eyes do get tired, so it probably helped to get a magnifying glass. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Channelbot could save posts on those context quotes every time and then. Implement Channelbots for jokes. We could do that. I like that. Out of context Colin should be a thing. Oh my goodness. If it is smaller than the standard size sewing push pin, I use metallic fine point Sharpie and color the button. Nice. Yep. I'm anxious to see where this one gets to and how I can create this little tiny sword and how it comes together. It'll be fun. I should be able to post a picture within tomorrow. You guys can check it out and be able to see. I'll put it up in Discord and see how it goes. Well, that's gonna do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Today, painted the mini up. Yeah, or at least one of them. I got to change the FEP film to print up the other one so I don't have any more failures because that FEP film is roasted. Got the base coat down on this guy. Experimented a little bit with sculpting a tiny sword today. Got to share some of your work on the Crazy Crafter Discord. A good day. A little bit of frustration with the sculpting, but that's part of the fun of the craft, right? All right. That's gonna wrap up for us today. Thank you so much for everyone for joining. Amy, your patience is always appreciated. As I'm like, how do I wrap it? I'm not gonna do that. I want to go down the sculpting rabbit hole, and then you. I appreciate you trying to guide me. All right. Always a blast to hang out with you. With you all here on the Crazy Crafter live stream. We'll see you on Sunday. Join us at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for Tina Martin's on the stream. Very excited to have her on the show. Until then, be sure to craft your passion daily, and we'll see you next time. Cheers, y'all.